What's going on, guys? It's Wake Hope from Revolution. I'm in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia to check out Sincere Watch's new SHH Palace for independent watchmaking. Come with me. SHH represents Sincere Haute Horlogerie, and it is, to me, the greatest curation of independent watchmaking in the entire planet. Now here at this incredible flagship in Malaysia in Kuala Lumpur. It's right here. So when I say this is the greatest palace for independent watchmaking on the planet, I am not exaggerating. If you look in these sort of lit chambers, you see some of the coolest watches that you'll ever set eyes on. So here we have Moser Cie, a brand created by my friend Christiaan, which showcases the best in Saxon watchmaking. From there, we're going to move over here, and you've got Greubel Forsey, Antonio Calce, I love you, brother. And to me, this is a brand that has the greatest technical innovation on the planet. We're going to go from here to Curated, the most sumptuous finish combined with some of the most innovation from Japan. Okay? And then we even have a fantastic skeletonized Mont Blanc chronograph. So let's move over here, and we're going to start this showcase right here. So here we have my friend Sasun Sarmakis' brand Custos, right? Hyper contemporary, as you can see, sapphire cases, interesting tonneau-shaped watch. And we're going to go from here to Edward and Bertrand Mélan's incredible brand H. Moser. This is one of my favorites. Check out that watch right there. That is the rose gold Vanta Black Streamliner tourbillon with a rainbow bezel. That thing is insane. And then next to it, of course, is the wonderful skeletonized tourbillon. And you can see the cylindrical hairspring on that tourbillon functioning perfectly. And then on the top up there, we've got the tourbillon with minute repeater, one of my favorite watches too, and a great sound. Now we're gonna go to the brand helmed by my buddy Guido Turini, and this is Parmigiani Fleurier, and you've got three of the coolest watches around right here. So this is the Temps de Piaf. It is the new reference in integrated bracelet sport chic watches, and right there is the latest release for this year. That is the all platinum Temps de Piaf, and that thing is a masterpiece of stuff. Let's move from there. And we have Louis Moinet, the creator of the chronograph, incidentally, and these are chronographs that I absolutely adore. We've got a skeletonized chronograph with the column on the front, great watch. And then finally from there, we're gonna go to Christiaan van der Klaauw. This is a brand that's owned by and led by my friend Pim Koslag, and this is a brand that represents the mastery of astronomy and planetariums. So we're gonna go from there to this wonderful showcase. How are you, sir? Good to see you. And so we've got a couple of watches here. We've got a really interesting Fabergé watch, which incidentally I love. Then we've got some more Mosers. I'm incidentally wearing a Moser on my wrist because I love this brand. Now we're gonna go to Angelus. Bertrand Savary is one of the savviest watch CEOs on the planet, and he's doing both Angelus and also Arnold & Son. The Arnold & Son True Moon watches I think are absolutely fantastic and great value proposition for the tourbillons, for example. Then we're gonna go to some of the best in Japanese watchmaking. We have two more Creator watches. I kind of have my eye on one of these as well. And then showcase behind me, these are the watches that have been created by some of the greatest independent watchmakers to celebrate the opening of SHH here in Malaysia. We've got a Christiaan van der Klaauw with a red aventurine dial, which is stunning. We've got this watch with, incidentally, people have gone crazy for already. So this is the Chepak Antarctique skeletonized Vatrapont, but in this amazing two-tone version with the Rehaut and the dials in this stunning rose gold. And then here we've got a Greubel Forsey. Yes, it's a Balancier S, but in this beautiful green colorway. And over here, we've got a tribute one by Armstrong, but check out that dial. It is a tremblage dial. And you know what's interesting to me is like I only recently discovered that they had this technique in-house, and it's a stunning execution of it. So guys, we've seen the incredible horological finery here at Sincere's SHH Palace Independent Watchmaking. Let's go meet one of the brains behind this entire operation. Is Mr. Ong Ban, the CEO of Sincere Watch, and he's right here. Ban, how are you, brother?
Very good.
Great to see
Thank you. Welcome.
Dude,
Welcome.
congratulations.
Welcome.
This is absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
But tell me, what space is this?
So this is a private lounge whereby our collectors' friends in Malaysia can come to enjoy the most special pieces.
I heard that there's a collector's space here that even has a dining room and full kitchen, but I walked around, I can't find it. Where is it?
Okay, until last night, it was a secret. I'll bring you there now.
Amazing. Come on, guys. Oh, I love this. This is really cool.
We have a very strong DNA in promoting independent brands since the early 90s.
Right.
Starting basically with Frank Miller.
I remember.
So through the years, we brought it from François Peugeot, we brought in many strong independent watchmakers into the market.
More than just a watch shop, it's a cultural center, and it's a place where you can get educated, you can meet like-minded collectors, you can learn about the best because you guys are all about discovery.
Yeah.
But part of that is this incredible room here. Tell me about this, dude. Where are we going?
So this is the place whereby you can enjoy your watches amidst food,
Whoa,
drinks, and great company.
amazing.
So this is a fully decked out dining room,
Wow.
a professional kitchen,
Wow.
decked
That's
out
incredible.
to do many different type of tasty food.
Amazing.
Yeah. So what we'll do is every month we'll organize a small get together for our customers, watch collectors, watch lovers, and I think we'll just hang out here.
Very, very cool.
Yeah.
So how about we take a seat at the table and let's talk about these amazing special editions you've done.
Come.
Whoa, Bond. These are the watches that were in the showcase downstairs. These are the SHH limited editions. Correct, sir?
Yes. So these are the 4 brands and the limited edition that we are presenting for the launch of SHH Kuala Lumpur. You know, if you look at these watches, you see also the faces of the people leading these four brands, and in many ways that also reflects the personality of the watches. Okay? The first one is Christiaan van der Kloos. You know Pim. Pim is a watchmaker, and he is so knowledgeable when it comes to astronomy. It was the one brand, the one category that was missing in our portfolio. So when it came on board, we were super happy. And you know, with this watch, right? I know we have shown this to many collectors. This complication of the planetarium, and I when I show this to a collector, I always say to the collectors, hey, you know, you can have this watch, but there's something you have to do. And they'll say, what? You know, and I'll say, you know, the planet Saturn only goes one round every 29 years. So you have to stay healthy and ensure that it goes and complete that round and even more.
I love that.
So you know, as a watch, it's a given fact that any timepiece we acquire for ourselves today would outlive us. So wearing a piece like this is a reflection of life and how small we are in this whole universe of time.
I love that, man.
So yeah, so it's a cool piece, and it's basically a lesson in science. Maybe the lessons we forgot, you know, when we took when we were young, but it is before your very eyes now.
You know, it's funny, I guess when you get to an age when you can afford a watch like this, the idea of a 29-year cycle becomes super meaningful because
Exactly.
I'm 54. If
Yeah.
I bought this watch,
Yeah.
you know, I'd be 83 by the time the Saturn completed one full rotation. I love Pim Koosflag, who is the owner, CEO, and actually lead watchmaker of Christiaan van der Klaauw. I love this watch because it's got the world's smallest planetarium, right?
Yeah.
And the combination of that with this beautiful sort of like red-orange adventuring dial is stunning. And Bon, tell me, you know, I see a two-tone theme emerging in the watches. Why two-tone? Is it a reflection of the sort of style of the SHH boutiques with the gold elements, or do you just love two-tone?
We are always looking for the next level of execution for our customers. You know, two-tone watches have been around for a long time. It's not nothing new. But we have many comments from collectors that say, you know, Ban, you know, do more than a gold, do more than a steel. We want some colors in our watches, and which brings me to the next watch, okay, which is the Zapek. So this split second is interesting. When we first took the brand, Xavier had completely sold out his first edition of the split second.
Right.
So we say, hey, you know,
So you didn't get any.
we didn't get any.
Right.
You know, we need to do something.
Right.
And we wanted to do a two-tone with Zapek.
Yeah.
But then we say, okay, let's not do the two-tone outside. Let's do the two-tone inside.
That's so cool.
So if you look at this watch, you know,
Right.
for fans of two-tone, you get a steel watch, but a seriously well-executed two-tone movement.
It's absolutely stunning, you know, and I love the idea of taking two-tone and applying it to the two sub-dials and then to the Rehaute, which has your seconds track as well. That in combination with the beautiful finishing of the skeletonized movement with the flame blued hands, this watch is a killer.
Yeah.
And I've seen people around the world already posting about it. I saw our buddy Vasu, NYC watch guy, he's already like, this watch is awesome. So I know, how many of these are you making?
We are only making 25 pieces, and I think each and every piece is very special to us, and we're going to make sure it goes to the right owners.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's go to another great watch from a brand that's being helmed with one of our favorite guys in the watch industry, Antonio Calce and Greubel Forsey. Tell me about this Balenciaga.
Okay. So, you know, for Greubel Forsey, it's extremely hard to get Antonio to do something for anyone, because I think his production is very limited. and his pieces are all very precious. Okay, and for Greubel Forsey, I think where the movement is concerned, where the watch is concerned, I think it's about as perfect as you can get.
Yeah.
Okay, if you look at under his leadership, he has brought out a piece that literally, I would say, is one of the most comfortable watches in the world to wear. It's super high end, but sometimes you forget it's on your wrist. It is that comfortable.
Right.
You know, and from work to exercise, it's done in the khaki green dial. And all limited edition, I think whatever colors we want to animate, it has to be subtle.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, the finishing takes precedence. But because that's really the specialty of Antonio and Greubel Forsey. And again, a watch like this, we hold it in our hands today. In 50 years' time, in 100 years' time, it'll be at some auction platform.
Right.
Hopefully going for a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I have to agree with you. I love what Antonio's done with the brand. I love that he's like kept the integrity of the technical innovation. In fact, even enhanced it, because he's brought on like 40 new people. And of those 40 people, half of them are going to hand finishing and the other half are going to technical innovation and research and development. The Balance AS, I think, is such a wonderful watch because it takes all those Greubel Forsey codes and makes it into such an easy wearable watch that has a very unique visual richness to it as well. And let's go from that to this beautiful tribute one, Armin Strom, with this Comblage Sabdal.
So Armin Strom, we work with Sage for many years now. Okay, he is a very pleasant and very low profile watch factory owner, and if you look at the product that he brings out, it reflects his personality. Very understated, but you know, full of surprises. And I think if you look at this one in particular, the tremblage really pops up. It's just a fantastic looking watch.
That's stunning. Yeah. Honestly, really beautiful.
For us, I think what's very key is we make watches to be worn.
Right.
You know, we don't want collectors to buy and keep them in the drawers in the safe. We want collectors to enjoy their watches.
Absolutely fantastic. And Ban, you know, you have and Sincere have become really masters of the limited edition. Why is it important for you to be able to offer something to your client base that is not offered anywhere else in the world?
I suppose for us, our core competence is in creativity, and we are a bunch of very passionate watch people. So every day we are thinking things that we want to create, that we want to wear for ourselves.
Honestly, to me, that's the key, right? Like, I feel as if these watches have been created by guys that love watches so much because it's stuff that they would like to own, right?
So I think the real acid test of a limited edition is when you put it on your wrist, would you bet the farm on the watch?
Yes.
Okay, would you bet put all your savings into the watch? And if the answer is yes, then you know you're on the right track. Amazing.
And then, okay, last question for you. You've built this incredible palace to independent watchmaking here in Kuala Lumpur. What are the future plans for SHH? Are you going to expand to the rest of the world?
So when we spoke about the SHH blueprint 2 years ago, what we did is we identified the major cities that we want to put up at SHH. So the rule is one major city, one SHH, but it has to be in a AAA location, which means it must be in the best city, it must be in the best mall in the city, and within the mall, it must be in the best location.
Right.
Here is slightly a more peculiar situation because we had the opportunity to take on a space that is both inside the mall and outside the mall. And to build a two-story structure like this in the heart of KL, it doesn't come by every day.
When you're thinking about bringing a brand on board for the SHH platform, what has to be the key difference to you?
Okay. So for us, Sincere will be 70 years old next year.
Wow.
And being 70-year-old is, you have a huge sense of responsibility for every watch that you place on the wrist of a collector. And like we have always said, budget is relative. for the guy who buys a $50,000 Strong, that could be his whole life saving put into a watch. So I think when you have that sort of responsibility, you have to ensure that as you go through the checklist, I think you have to look at sustainability of the brand, the financial ability of the brand, and the one topic that is always very close to my heart is after sales. Because selling a watch takes all of half an hour, but after you have put the watch on the wrist of the collector, you need to look after it for the next 50 years. And I think that's the part whereby if you put the second part into your thought process first, you know what to do. But so it's important when you want to acquire a brand, you don't put the first part into the equation. And we always ask all the partners we work with, after sales. What happens if something goes wrong with this watch? What happens if someone wants to change a crown, somebody breaks a glass? What is the turnaround time? How can we fix any mechanical problem? And it's only when we are totally satisfied with all those answers that we say, okay, then we'll go on to the commercial terms. So we always talk commercial terms last.
I love that. I think that's a great long-term philosophy.
Yeah.
Ban, you've done a great job here at SHH in
Thank
Kuala
you.
Lumpur. I love the watches as well. These limited editions are phenomenal, but I love in particular the philosophy of Sincere. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Wei.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
for coming.
It's a
Thank you
pleasure.
so much.
Cheers.